Yo, give me a minute. Give y'all this quick little wisdom real fast. On this good Monday, had a good workout, good training session. Everything is everything. Got me some fresh mint out my garden. Oh, man. Got me some eucalyptus leaves. I just like to chew them for energy and fresh breath. Everybody that came to Sunday school yesterday that donated $40, everybody got a copy of Exhumed of the Nation. So I want to give gratitude to everybody. Everybody that gave a $40 donation yesterday in Sunday school got Exhumed of the Nation. And all you have to do if you want a hard copy, send an email PDF to Office Max to Staples, and they'll bind it and print it. When they bind it and print it, they bind them and print them just like this in book form. This is Golden Age of the Moors. Most people I deal with, they don't go to Amazon and waste their money for hundreds of dollars for books. They get the PDFs from me. And then most of them, they have me bind them and print them because they like the service that I produce. Yes, you did. If you sent $40, yes, you did. My Noble sent it to you. Check your email. I didn't send it directly to you. I have a staff. One of my muftis sent it to you. Check your email. Check your email. You got it yesterday. Yes, you did. Check your email. If you didn't get my mufti, it probably came from Lamarck or one of them. They sent it. Check your email. And I'm going to send the text out again to make sure you got it. Let me see. Let me show you what I'll tell you, man. I do business. I don't do nothing wrong. I do everything the right way. So here you are right here. Let me show you how my Noble sent it. They should have sent it to you. Let me see. And here you are right here. Here go the message I sent to my Nobles. There go your information. Here go your, oh, that's my other Noble. Hold on. There go your info right there. One of my Nobles should have sent it to your email. They said they sent it to you. I'll put it back into our group chat and make sure they sent it to you. Let me see. Did anyone make sure? Let's see, what's your name again? Keenan. Let me see how you spell your name. Make sure Kenan. Kenan, yep. Kenan. Got his copy, PDF. Question. And so here it is in our stream. I'm just making sure they sent you your book, and I should get a response in a second. My Noble said they did, because I can go right back to the response. Let's see. Let me go back to my response from my Nobles. I show all proof, like I said, and if they didn't send it, then I'll check with them. But if you got it, my Noble said they sent it, so you got to check it. Yep, and here it is right here. My Noble Barclay, he go to his response. That's what I be telling people. What did the response say? Right here, Barclay Bray. What do it say? Barclay Bay. Exhumed of a Nation. I'm too far back. If you can read it. Exhumed of a Nation email to Noble Keenan and 7 study books sent to Noble Dantes. It's right there. I know it is. That's why I be laughing. So you got it. You got it. My Noble said, my Noble Barclay Bay say he sent it to you. If he didn't send it, I'll send the APB out to him again. My Noble, my Muftuf Barclay said he sent it to you already. It's right there. So that's why I be telling Moors to be honest, because I deal with Moors, and like I shared yesterday, a Moor tried to lie and try to write his bank saying he didn't get his books, and I'm like, he lying because the books are not hard copy. Bank closed his account and his bank paid me. Bank apologized and everything. I give things to people, man, that you can't get nowhere else. But we'll run to Amazon and pay $230 for a hard copy book. And I'm like, it's just paper. And you don't want to get it from a Moore, and you can send an email to Office Max or Staples and they'll print it and bind it, and it'll still be way cheaper than $230. And then you can get more books. And I have them on my company page, mypdfbooks.com, for $70. And that's still a steal. And that's still a deal. That's why I always say my people are lost due to a lack of knowledge, because we refuse to learn and we make excuses all day. That's what we'll do. We'll just make excuses for no reason. And I'm like, dude, that's whack. And everybody know I'm telling the truth when they say they Moors and they support Moors business. No, you don't. You love Jeff Bezos. So just tell the truth. You love Jeff Bezos, and Moors know they don't study and read. And everything that I have is a fraction of the price. Moors go on Amazon. Ooh, I got Exhibit of the Nation for $230. I say, well, you stupid. Oh, I went on Amazon and bought Golden Age of the Moors for $200. I say, well, you stupid, because I print them and bind them. Oh, I went on Amazon and got, watch this. This is why I say my people are lost due to a lack of knowledge, because they refuse to learn. They love the misnomer white man. No disrespect to nobody. And Uncle Sam so much. They just be barking. And I said, you have no idea. You have no idea. I'm trying to find this letter, this Marcus Garvey letter that I always show people. And Amazon got it for damn near $4,000. And an empress tried to introduce this lady to me, was like, I know a sheik that got everything. He's a scholar, an educator. You know, he got his master's degree from Grand Canyon. He finished his Drew doctorate degree in Indigenous People Law and Policy. He said, I honestly didn't find it in my email sheet. I checked the spam folder and all. I apologize for any inconvenience. All right. I'm about to check it again. Because if you did, my noble Barclay said he sent it to you. Barclay, it came from my noble Barclay. I'm going to check it again. I'm about to check it again. And if he sent it to me, it was like he got it, then we know people not honest. So it ain't no disrespect to nobody. I'm going to check. I'm about to call my Mufti right now while we live. Let me find this Marcus Garvey letter real fast if I can find it. Let me see. I'm going to call him right on the phone. Here we go. So let me call my Mufti. Brian. Matter of fact, my Mufti Brian here. Brian, did anybody send that Noble, that PDF book that somebody said, yes, I'll send it? Yes or no? I put it in the text stream. See, I'm on live on my Instagram page too. Dude, I don't even want to hear nothing about that nationalized shit. I'm finna block this person. Dog, that's some bullshit. I teach this. Nationalize what? Can't nobody make you something. That's hogwash, man. That's why I be telling. That's why I know a lot of us messed up, because that's bullcrap. I teach you the science. If a person don't want to be a student, and then I can do. I can't make you something that you were born. Only thing a person can do is make you a fucking Freemason. So we talk about nationalize it, proclaim, declare, have due process. The religious laws trump everything. I be telling people be telling, well, I'm finna nationalize. Who you gonna nationalize with? Some Negro? Somebody finna nationalize you sitting at home? That shit goofy. I'm a sheik, a tribal leader, a Moorish minister, an educator in real life, a sheik, a shaman, a tribal leader. The religious laws protect us. You are more by birth. That's what I be telling people, man. Proclaim, declare, and have due process. Brian, I hope y'all sent this Noble that book. Please, in the text stream. The Noble said he didn't get it. Brian, you said sure you would send it to him. The Noble live on our page right now. So if y'all sent that Noble that book, please put it on there so I can know he got it, because he's saying he didn't get the book. That's what he's saying. Brian, somebody respond on the text stream saying they'll get the man the book. Please get the man the fucking book. Please. Please. And then we'll know if people trying to scam or not. Because I fact check every fucking thing. Like I told y'all, when the Moore tried to scam and told his bank he didn't get the hard copy books, and I'm like, they PDFs. And his bank did the research, the bank apologized. See this Marcus Garvey letter right here? What it say? This is what Amazon sell it for. Go on Amazon and look right now. Amazon sell this shit for $3,600. Empress like, oh, I got this original. I said, man, you ain't got no original shit. Here go the letter right here. It's a copy. And then I hit Amazon. I know who's selling it. I said, is that the original? The lady laughed. Ha, ha, ha. How could it be an original and we got copies? So you paying for an expensive ass, stupid ass frame. You paying $3,600 for a fucking frame. You know? And here it is right here. This is what people be paying for. This bullshit. It's on Amazon. I'm an educator, a scholar. Can't no Negro or nobody have something I don't have. It ain't nothing but a certain piece of paper I can print on. You want it in a frame? My mother is an artist. This little shit, man, is nothing but a picture. And that ain't Noble Drew Ali in that picture. Everybody be saying the man next to Marcus Garvey. That ain't no fucking Noble Drew Ali. So everybody need to squash that fuck shit. Everybody always think it's some Noble Drew Ali. That ain't Noble Drew Ali next to Marcus Garvey. Point fucking blank. All this stuff ain't nothing but some little medals that you can get engraved with that information on there. And the lady spent $3,600 and then was mad because Amazon didn't let her return it. I got the letters. Europeans, professors and shit got the letters from me. I got letters from Du Bois and all that they be charging $3-4 grand for on Amazon. I got them all. And I'll be letting people get them for small, $100. $100. And you like to go to Amazon because you got something in a frame. Man, I can put it in a frame and still charge you thousands of dollars less. That's why I say my people are lost due to a lack of knowledge because they refuse to learn. I see it every day. Then with the education and the wisdom, I laugh. That's why I say a prophet and an angel is no good in his or her own country. I moved to Arizona and I'm a god, just like I was anywhere else. What you say, I think Barclay sent all the emails out. Exactly. And that's what I just said. Barclay sent the emails out. So if nobody don't got that email, once I talked to Barclay and Barclay showed me, somebody not telling the truth. Point blank. Like I tell the truth on everything. Here go my other stream I got up. You see what my noble saying? My noble said he said Barclay sent it out. So that's why I be saying I understand people, but most of our people, and I'm not saying you noble, they be lying. And I'm not saying you are. But I've done business with most of our people and they be trying to scam and get over every time. Like I just shared y'all, I had them more get books for me and it was like, oh, I didn't get the books. I thought there was hard copy. And I said, where the hell you can already get, where you gonna get a book that costs $4 grand? Where you gonna get a book on Amazon that costs $4,000 and I gave it to you for $40. You should be happy as hell like every other European. Like, man, I don't gotta go to Amazon and buy no book for no $4,000. I can get the PDF from you and send it to Office Max and Staples and bind it and print it. But then the Europeans, they say, fuck Office Max and Staples. They let me get the money. They say, see, this book $4 grand. One lady was like, sir, I'm paying you $200 for the book, period. Print the book for me. I don't care if it costs $200-$300. She's like, I'm about to spend $4 grand. So miss me with that shit. And then Moors be trying to scam. Oh, I didn't get the book. I say they PDFs. Oh, I thought it was a PD. Oh, I thought it was a hard copy book. I want my money back. And I say, you can't get your money back. You got the book. And then he tried to cancel the payment. I wrote the bank. The bank was like, oh, this motherfucker scammed me. Closed his account. They paid me everything. Asked me, did I want to bring up charges? Nope, just pay me my money. Done. That's what happened when you try to scam. And that's what Moors be doing. Lying. Knowing they don't read shit. Knowing they ain't going to spend no $230 on the Exhumed of the Nation. I said, you want to go to Amazon and spend $200 on Golden Age of the Moors? And a sheet got it? You talk about you want to support Moorish business? You go on Amazon, the book costs a grip. Come on, man. Go on Amazon and look. I say, the European know what I be talking about. You go on Amazon, this costs a couple $100. This Sacred Drift by Peter Lambert Wilson, a.k.a. he's Hakeem Bey, that wrote all the Moorish Paradigm journals. It's a European Jew with a big beard. Moors be lying. Hakeem Bey is a European. Peter Lambert Wilson, The Sacred Drift. Go on Amazon and see how much these books cost. Europeans is my son. I'm their teacher. If they Masons, they know it. They know it. The Mormons know it. I teach truth. Look what we got in the introduction of our book. In Peter Lambert Wilson, The Sacred Drift. The prophet, Noble Drew Ali. And you let other people disrespect the prophet. Goofy. While Europeans praise him. Peter Lambert Wilson. Everybody else be praising him. Look at the intro of what it says. The image. 1920s photo of an American black man dressed in a robe, sash, and fez. Posing formally, hand on breast like Napoleon, but Napoleon posing like him. Label, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, 1886 to 1929. So 1886 to 1929, Moors we talk about, with the Prophet, all that. They a fucking lie. Prophet died in 1929. They some fucking liars. I walk with the Prophet. You ain't did shit. To recover the meaning of this obscure and enigmatic portrait, we must rediscover a lost or secret portion of our history. For American history is defined for us as much by its absence and disappearance as by its official presence. Indeed, perhaps even more so. The official source described Noble Drew Ali as founder of the first black Islamic sect in America. In truth, he was less than this, of course, for there were black Muslims before him, of course. Deuce Muhammad, Abdul Hamid Solomon from Egypt, 99 degrees, that came when them Europeans talk about they some master masons, and they was the damn the shrine of the mystic nobles, and I proved all that's fake. That's modern. Our shit is ancient, you know? But he was more than this. He was an American prophet. He was an American prophet. He didn't say he had no black prophet. He didn't say this. The European said he was an American prophet. He could have stepped from the pages of Melville or Ishmael Reed, a thought of Allah clothed in the flesh, a fact, a poetic fact. Huh? It's like this is the European. And we're going to sit up here and let these Negroes diss each other because they money grabbing and they some fucking bums. They can tell you they can nationalize you. Oh, how did they nationalize? Can't nobody nationalize or denationalize you. It'll change you from the descendant nature of your foremothers and forefathers. How many times I got to show the letter from the CCRD telling you that the 10-10-99 ain't no goddamn trust fund at the end of the rainbow? It's a religious affidavit. How many times I got to tell people that? And they steady falling, I want to get nationalized. How do I claim my nationality? What the fuck you mean? Can't nobody do that. That's proclaim, declare, and have due process for yourself. Now, being a part of tribe, you got to have a tribal leader. That's what the religious laws say. We a school, we a temple. Just like a college. Don't your college give you student ID? Well, we have tribal ID and membership ID and school ID all in one. You can't just get in that hard claim my nationality. You got to proclaim and declare and have due process and live. Do you got your El Obey next to your name? People be want to know some shit, but don't know what the fuck they talking about. And I say, what's the Declaration of Human Rights, Article 15? I don't know. What's the SF 181 form? I don't know. What's the House Joint Resolution 75? I don't know. Well, what you talking about proclaiming your nationality or nationalizing? What you talking about? What you talking about? Because the first thing you want to know is proclaim, declare, and have due process. That's the first thing you need to know. The first thing you need to be confident enough to annex your L and Bay to your name your fucking mama gave you. Your surname. Your last name ain't no fucking slave name. That's your coat of arms, your family crest. I show this shit on my Instagram page all the time. That's that Al-Islam shit. Your last name, some slave name. That's some bullshit. Your last name, the name your mama gave you. Every European tried to name themselves after you. I promise you this. Research David Mackey, Ritchie. Ancient and Modern Britons. Everybody know what I'm talking about. That's why when people get on my page and ask me about nationalizing, I be like, oh, that's the police. And I laugh. I say, man, you got to be the police because that's old nigga talk. How do I proclaim it? You want a piece of ID to go do what? You still a nigga? You steal your birth certificate the same. You don't have a sheet. You're not wearing the fez, but a motherfucker think they going to get an ID and claim their nationality like they done came some goddamn Autobot. That shit ain't nothing. If you from the temple, a true sheik, and if you under the guidance of a sheik, your ID is for your salvation. Fair to understand this will be severe consequences. We are for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these obeyed, and when these orders and laws are disobeyed, justice must then take its course. Stop flashing your card at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your ID is for your salvation. Now, tell me why you want to proclaim, declare, have a due process. Because more, they want to claim their nationality. Because Moors be listening to shit on Instagram and just reading books by other motherfuckers motherfuckers like that resurrection book and that little resurrection book telling people to go buy your watch from the motherfucking government, and that's the dumbest shit in the world. That's a third-party contract. Why the fuck would I tell you and your wife to go get a marriage license? What? That ain't no skill to do nothing. You're supposed to be under your sheikh and your tribe, under your Moorish Quran. And if you want to read the Bible too, fine. But you don't have to go get no marriage license. That's why back in the day we jumped the broom. That's why you're supposed to have a sheikh to do the ceremony. And if you want your own little paperwork for your remembrance, we have our own. And we have our own notary. But when you go to the courts, you bought your wife. That's a fact. And the government will tell you that. If you don't do it with your tribe, you're going to do it with us. And you got some dumbass marriage license. I'll give you a union certificate. That's why our people are lost due to the lack of knowledge, because we refuse to learn. The religious laws trump everything. Y'all don't know that. Do you think the Mormon worried about that shit? Do you think the Amish? No. Do you think the Mormon go downtown and talk, we got to get a marriage license and go through the court? Fuck no. No. That's only niggas that, and I'm saying it like that got that more science shit off the internet. Listen to the dumb motherfucker. Oh, how do I claim my nationality? A person asked me that. I'm like, and what if I just say, with some asshole on the internet, he gonna do this and make you some ID, and the person go spend their fucking money. You're the same dumb motherfucker you were before with that ID you would be. And I'm not talking about nobody individually. I'm just making a statement. You claim your nationality, what you know? Nothing. What you gonna pull out an ID? That's why I be laughing at people. They a consulate. A consulate of what? Ain't no goofy ass nigga on no internet, no fucking consulate general. Where? Where's the army? Where's the military? Where's the government? That's bullshit. That's a nigga you met on the internet, got an ID card machine, or just sending it on to the company, and they giving you some shit, and that shit is fucking nothing. It's smoke and mirrors. Point blank, y'all. And people be talking about nationalized. I say, man, that's criminal talk. That's sovereign citizen shit. Oh, I'm a sovereign citizen. I don't gotta have no license. I'm gonna go squat in some house. If you want to do all that shit, that's on you. But I'll show you the videos of all the motherfuckers getting pulled out by their hair. Task force pulling their ass out, and them niggas running to China. I know a plethora of suck ass niggas ran to China, squatting in houses. So miss me with that shit. I don't give a shit because nobody wear no fans. Motherfuckers on the internet all day talking some traffic shit. And I said, that's all you do all day is talk about some traffic shit? Man, please. But that's what Moors want, because they criminals. I want to claim my nationality, so I got to pay child support. That's what they be doing. Or I want to cancel some corporate debt. Then they get that green book I show y'all all the time. Will get niggas in trouble. We're tired of people showing money and more. Ooh, I need that. How to claim my nationality. You get caught up in the database of fucking RICO. RICO is more than just selling drugs and shit. RICO is trying to overthrow the government. I keep telling people, all these goofy niggas y'all meet on the internet, they already in trouble. That's a database. That's a RICO. If you get suspended, it's mail fraud. Don't you know mail fraud is RICO? That's a Fed case. And all y'all sending all that paperwork, motherfuckers telling you to send this into a P.O. box, got you, paper trail. That's how they get motherfuckers, paper trail. I keep telling these dumb, smart motherfuckers. But they ain't gonna tell you the real. I know women locked up lose their children. I told y'all, I'm an official. If you get in trouble, they gonna tell me, especially in Arizona. Ask my noble, my reach far. Just like I had an empress in Atlanta, and she lying. I said, now, you gonna sit up here and lie and tell me it's about your nephew, and I already know it's you. I told her what was gonna happen, didn't I, Brian? And everything I said happened. I said, I know where you are. I know what part of Georgia, and I know where you are. They finna be on your ass. Snatched her motherfucking turban off, and she wanted one of my affiliates on my car. I said, ma'am, you not initiated. That don't mean nothing. You a loudmouth misnomer, I'm gonna say it, black woman, doing all that barking. Found out all that shit she was doing was bullshit. Because when you run your mouth and when you talk, it's free information. You got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will. Negroes think they gonna say something to the police like that's gonna help their case. You shut the fuck up. That's how I know Moors tell on themselves. I said, man, y'all stupid. And we still today, in 2022, on this Greco-Roman calendar, we still talk about some, how do I nationalize, or how do I claim my fat, how do I do all this? I said, man, that's criminal talk. Moors don't want to learn. They think they can pop themselves in a fucking microwave and come out like this. And we dealing with a whole bunch of incompetent motherfuckers. We got a whole bunch of black laws. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't. I'm not a criminal. And that's what Moors, I said, okay, you gonna claim your nationality and do all that. Now what? You still a criminal. You still work a regular job. You still ain't teaching your kids. So what we talking about? When a person come out, when they show their hand, and that's the first thing they ask me. I usually block people. Vanguardian TV. How do I go about the process of getting nationalized? To me, that's criminal talk. And I'm not no disrespect to you, Noble. If you're an older man, you should know better than that. That's what I'll be saying. If you're an older man, we should know better than that. Because we should want information. We should be here to study, not to go about national. I can lead a person to a burning house. Just like these people doing. Talk about they got some prisoners of war paperwork. They finna get you out of jail. Or you some sovereign sitter, some Sundry Moore Act, some Zodiac law shit. All fake shit. Talk about, I'm nationalized people under the MAC number. Ain't no fucking MAC number. Talk about some fake ass Moorish American consulate. Want me to tell you the consulate law? This shit is elementary. If a U.S. citizen kill a Moor, or vice versa, if a Moor kill a U.S. citizen, that Moor want to be judged under the same parameters of that U.S. citizen. Fucking facts. Now tell me why people, I want to proclaim it because to do what? Ain't no Moor law. Ain't no special Moor law. That Zodiac law shit from CMB, he ain't no law governor. You do whatever, your ass gonna go to jail. I show this shit all the time. Precedented doc number cases, the Free Information Act. Doc number. Free Information Act. Precedented law cases. This shit is too simple. None of that shit mean nothing if you're a criminal. They think you retarded with that. Oh, I claim my nationality. I'm some Sundry Moore Act. I'm some Zodiac law. Man, you still finna go to jail? 25, 30 years, they already be criminals. And you think, because you don't claim your nationality, all the shit finna disappear. Who the fuck you think you are? Who? Then you want to run it, and then them criminals, they'll try to run to China, and then they'll tell you about, we finna expatriate from this de facto government. You confused on navigating. See, I teach the truth. You ain't finna expatriate from no de facto government. What allegiance your goofy ass got? You ain't no fucking national. Ride around with some goofy ass tribal plate. What national ride around with a tribal plate? That's goofy shit. And your car register. Goofy shit. I'll be waiting for more. Like, what you talking about? Well, see, look at this. You just ain't got caught yet. I know motherfuckers was selling dope, hair, whatever. They ain't got caught yet. They got caught now, and they in fucking jail. Don't pass go. And then when they get caught, they don't even have no money. All that smart shit they be selling on the internet, them goofy ass Negroes be having court appointed attorneys under the British Annotated Registry. See, I know, I look them up. And then they be poor. They can't defend themselves because they ain't competent in real law. They get a court appointed attorney. And they plead to a lesser charge. Big facts. See? And don't talk about Arizona, because I'm out here. I'm an official in Arizona. I know every lion Moor. And they don't use they bay. They just be on the internet trying to sell shit. And I show y'all. A lot of that fake ass USAR security shit, that shit bullshit. That one of them books that copy and paste with all that CMB and shit, man, they rip that shit up in your face. That shit ain't nothing. But I tell Moors, you can do what you want to. Do what you want to, but you ain't gonna never say Sheik Goodman Bay or the Burning Bush Tabernacle did this and they be doing dumb shit. We ain't squatting no houses. We ain't driving without no license. I don't nationalize nobody. I teach you the science, how to proclaim, declare, how to do process. I'm a tribal leader, which the laws say I have to do. We under our religious laws. The religious rights of the indigenous people clearly says we allowed to have our medicine man, our teachers, our shaman, our tribal leaders to keep private, have our culture, to dress, all that shit. This is the choice and the gift. And that's why I tell people, do what you want. My people know my voice. Do as you please. But you damn sure ain't gonna say it's more science, because the powers that be know how the temple is set up. And they know real officials. Soon as you say, I'm part of Moorish Science Temple and I study under Noble Drew Ali, they're gonna pull out your divine creed and bylaws, which Moors don't know. So if you say you study the teachings of the Noble Drew Ali and you part of the temple, I'm gonna pull out your fucking bylaws. And I'm gonna read your bylaws, and you going against all your fucking bylaws. So you ain't under no true teacher, no guide, under no more science, because they would have clearly made you remove all that nigga shit. Excuse me. Excuse my candor. It's just facts, man. And then Moors get mad with each other. I said, man, don't nobody care about no old ass dog, man. Because they done looked on the internet and see Moors want to claim an AA22 number just to get a discount on some fucking dog food, or go to Burger King and get a discount on a nasty ass, stupid ass, Impossible burger, and be happy. See, it worked. So what? That ain't shit. So fucking what? Now what? Hell, all my members, we tax exempt. Our temple in school, we got tax exempt ID, just like the Moorish Science Temple that I'm a sheik of. We have a tax exempt ID, we have a membership ID, and we have a travel ID. And all those IDs don't replace shit. Let me tell you why. Because they for the Moorish Science Temple of America fucking only. That's why. It don't replace a damn thing. And if any Moor told you that, any sheik they told you that, they a fucking liar. No sheik, no God man can nationalize you or denationalize you. That should have changed you from the descendant nature of your foremothers and forefathers. It's right in the goddamn introduction of the Exhumed of the Nation. That's why I'll be laughing at these Moors. They'll hold it up, but they damn sure ain't gonna go through it with you. Because everything they be displaying, they lying. Man, I remember Moors used to try to do the scheme when I had the temple out here. And I ain't gonna say the dude's name. We're gonna get such out here to do this. I said, what, Exhumed of the Nation? Pull that shit out of my bag. They all looking stupid. Then they get scared, like, oh, who sent you here? Yeah, you in my building, you goofy ass nigga. Ain't nobody sent me here. I'm telling you, you old fools is criminals. All of them went to jail. I'm telling you, all of them. Grown-ass men with families. I knew grown-ass men talk about they nationalizing under the Moorish American Consulate, and they was on that man Moorish World show and talk about we lost all our stuff. We got our compounded. All your life in your car? See, scams go both ways. That's why I say, if you're an older man and you done put your family in harm, now you got to be stupid as shit. And everything that happened to you need to happen. Because that's some dumb shit. Talk about we on assignment. We're on assignment in Florida, out here nationalizing people under Moorish American Consulate. Man, from who? Who the fuck you out here nationalizing people under Moorish American Consulate? From who? And then when they say it, and then the people that they say, that they tell, the people like, they wasn't doing that. You a fucking lie. The motherfuckers out there talking about they some Moorish American Consulate with that bald-headed man, Shalimar shit. Y'all know they're fucking real. I don't respect no old person, no young person. You lying and you sending people to the burning house. And now today you ain't doing it no more. So fucking what, you ain't doing no more, but you did. And that's why people think that shit valid. Y'all know it, man. Nobody can nationalize you or denationalize you. No one. No one. No one. That's why they won't share Exhumed of the Nation with y'all. That's why they won't share all the literature my nobles got. All my nobles got 7 books that go with the Quran. And I ain't even got into the Brahmin texts that go with it. I ain't even got into the Moorish Akashic records that go with it. All my nobles got unto thee I grant. Go with the Quran. Moors off they fucking rockers. Off they rockers. Because the divine ain't first. You got a whole bunch of old ass men. Who's the Supreme Grand Sheik? Man, you a whole bunch of old ass motherfuckers need to be emeritus pastors. A whole bunch of niggas that just sitting. That shit don't mean nothing to me. What the kids? Where? Nothing. It's just like these old churches. You see pastors in there with a whole bunch of old people. It ain't no disrespect. What are children? What are young men? Whole bunch of criminals. That's why Moors got to be aware of this time. That's why you got to know your Moorish proclamation and declaration. You got to know this to keep you clean. And if you don't have a true sheet, a map, and a guide, I'm right here. That's the type of Islam we under. I don't know what people be tripping. Dude, Khalid Muhammad was a Moor, didn't he? Didn't he tell you, I got sense enough to know I'm a Moor. I got sense enough to tell you I'm a Moor. That's why I said they'll take this movement down so low, it will disappear from the face of the earth. You Moors won't know I have been here. And the author said for 15 years he was a Moor. Can I explain Surah 3 and 106 in detail? No, I can't, man. I got to block this person, man. No disrespect. No disrespect. I got to block this person. I'm sorry. Whatever, man. It don't make me no difference. I got to block people. People get on my page. Can you explain it? No, you explain it. And that's why I say stay on topic. I don't have to explain. Be a student. My students come to class. We always, that's why I ask people, have you been to lectures? If you've been to lectures, you don't just ask questions that's not in context. And that's what people be doing. Oh, explain this. Just like they tried to do the Messiah. What about this? Well, what about this? What about it? What about it? What about it? A person, I want you to explain something. Explain it to what? Then what? If I explain it esoterically, exoterically, metaphysically, basically, if I explain it connotative, denotative, you won't know. So a person wants you to explain something like that means something. Study. Never get me caught up in fucking semantics. That ain't what we do. That ain't what we do. But like when I talk about the letter from the CCRD, the County Clerk of Recorder of Deeds, I show it and it proves everything that I'm saying. When all them old sheets love all it's inexorable of the nation, they be off. It don't be valid. And I don't respect nobody just talking. You can't arbitrarily explain the law. You cannot arbitrarily explain the fucking law. Period. You can't. It ain't no way. And certain Moors went on record trying to say that they this and they that. And the disposition, it would have been harmless, but it was a lie. Laced with assumable identification, which combined membership with nationality, following the 3-leader successorship of past moderators, beginning with the first post-Drew Ali Freemason named Charles Kirkman Bey, Love L2, claimed to have the power to make Moorish Americans out of members, divine ministers out of sheiks, and adepts out of officials. That's why in our teachings, you don't elect nobody. They're anointed and consecrated. This ain't no popularity contest. And to make a man, what'd you say, Islam, Noble Keenan, please check your email. Yeah. And to make a man as one, and to make a man as one can make a Mason is the practice of Freemasonry at its most unscrupulous heights. To nationalize, which is to make, or denationalize any human is both a sin and a crime. No God, prophet, or grand man has the power to nationalize any man, woman, or child. And those that have taken away a man's true identity are criminals. And this practice gave the United States courts and outside world the illusion that the Moorish Science Temple of America was a religion whose members under the tenets were nationalized with the name Moorish American and loaned the organizational marks L, Bay, or L. And needful to say, this nationalization, hoodwinking, was never empowered or practiced by Prophet Noble Drew Ali or any other upright man. No man has the power to nationalize another man. This would change him from the descendant nature of his forefathers. If one can nationalize a Moorish American, one can also make a Chinese or Irish or Sudanese at will. And this act brought to light a 75-year practice of clandestine cultism within various Moorish Science Temple of America groups, showing how it has systematically denounced 98% of its members as non-Moorish or repoed their tribal names, Bay and El. An entity that eats its young can never be prosperous. This is why John Doe Public of today knows nothing about the true uplifting duties performed by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And that's why more to jump on my page and start asking me a whole bunch of shit that is not relevant. Oh, what? Can I break down Surah this? No, you break it down. You ain't study. You want me to break something down to have a fucking pissing contest with me? I'm not going to do that with no Negro that think they so fucking smart. I'll just block you. And that's why I said most Negroes do not be here to learn. They be here just to ask 15 fucking million questions and crawl under their fucking hole. Real talk. And due to the national inactivity of Moorish officials, because if nationality was the order of the day, all these sheiks should have did when got the proclamation updated, which was done in 2012. It's updated in my city, Flint, Michigan. The mayor know me. Right now, the mayor and the mayor race, I know both mayors. I'll be going back to my city. Watch, I'm going to show y'all with feds on everything. Brand new paperwork. It's going to say the new year, me with my feds on with the mayor, the proclamation paper. Real shit. Then I'm gonna do the work out in Arizona. And then y'all gonna see me on Indigenous People Day out in motherfucking Vegas. Watch. I'm telling you. These Moors ain't shit. You got to be a part of something. You should be a part. Why don't want to be part of something and initiate it? So if your kid want to learn Wing Chun martial arts, they got to be initiated. If they want to learn basketball, they got to be initiated. If they want to play chess, they got to be initiated. I hope you want to be initiated by your brother that's proven, that's anointed and consecrated, that can bring his chair and table to any fucking meeting and be an official. That ain't just fucking homeschool. Moors be saying they homeschool, but you don't have a school at home. Every Moor need to know these truths. Every Moor need to know these truths. And due to the inactivity of these so-called Moor officials, it's over 60 million Moors, or misnomer Negro blacks of color, who do not know the great God of their forefather ordained to them, a redeemer. That's what a redeemer is, and somebody that come bring the message, a divine and holy message. That's what a prophet and an angel is, based off your 101s or your 102s. That's why I'll be like, our Moors is out of line. What is a prophet and an angel? Come on, man. They done gave us a false image of God. And you all deserve to know these truths and make a decision and make a choice. And this is the main reason why the science is out here. And we don't give no credit to no another Moorish Science Temple of America or no other organization or me. I don't have the jurisdiction over nobody to rule over him, nor be a deterrent to his or her national freedom and bamboozle his or her birthrights to be God. That's why when Moors come to me with that, I'm finna say it, that fuck shit. Oh, I can't do that. You should know that. I'm a map and a guide. I have muftis. I have a brotherhood. That's what I'm saying. That's what I tell people. I deal with men, righteous men. And if nobody don't want to be righteous, you can't deal with me. If you don't want to be resurrected, I don't have nothing for you. And that's okay. And it took the temple down. And everybody know it was a lie. Can't make no more. You can't nationalize nobody. Can't do that. How? And I'm not saying this, and the author's not saying this to slander no one. But these are warnings to the ignorant and guidance and guidance and guidance and guidance. That's what it should be. For those who are still practicing these sinful ways. And choices are for the free. And my decision stands upon the principle of love. Just like as the Burning Bush Science Temple and School, we are. Just like we're charter, just like the Moorish Science Temple of America is an organization. Our constitutional limitations are restricted to only teach its members, their nationality and divine creed. You got these more, I'm a writ writer in the temple. That ain't no vernacular, you a writ writer. What? You a sheik. Well, wait, what are your divine ministers? Because your divine minister supposed to be a sheep. Or y'all playing church. And this is the only way for it to live out its purpose, the uplifting of fallen humanity. From its inception in 1913, the Noble Group was never intended to be recognized as a national government, an Islamic sect, a secret order, or as a religion, because it's more science. And we don't gravitate to one essence to where we miss the rest. That's why when I ask more, they say they sheiks. I said, well, do you understand the triple role of the adapt chamber? Yeah. Well, what is it? You don't even know. So what you talk about? They own some man-made religion. And I don't care what Quran you read. A lot of the stuff is for the slave. That's why when I talk about the Al-Salat in my new book, my nobles got it. Everybody got it. That's why I said I know Moors don't study. I don't care what Quran you got. If you do 5 salats, that's on you. But the Al-Salat, we coming up and coming to God. I don't get on my knees. Just like the Kumbaya, it's not no come by here. That means stand up and arise. The Al-Salat is up. Man coming to God. And all that time when you go out, all those other times, that was for the slave to go out. And that time was for you to rest. Read your Quran. I don't give a shit which one. Read them. Every God know what I'm talking about. And this is the only way for us to live out our purpose, the uplifting of fallen humanity. But today is widely known and accepted as such, like they try to do me when Negroes tried to say, oh, he's some Shriner. And then I said, well, if I'm some Shriner, if I'm some, one dude was like, oh yeah, you a Scottish Rite Mason. And I said, well, you should be able to find my charter. You should be able to find my motherfucking initiation because I got yours, dum-dum. And I know you part of a Greek fraternity. And just like Steve Coakley say, the Greek is a fraud. They mad because I'm initiated. I tell people, man, I'm transparent. I'm part of the Philosophical Research Society. I'm 99 degrees, 33 times 3, ancient rite of Memphis and Mizraim. I'll show y'all. My fez is not defiled. Every European Mason know this science come from the Asiatic man. That's why they sons of Muslims. The European is not the joke of masonry. The Negro is, because the Negro will lie to you. Talk about they some widow's son and all this stuff with all that mystic shit, and that's fake. And they ain't gonna tell you about who's buried in a shallow grave and who did it. And her memory of Haram Abiff. You don't know all that? So I'm just giving facts. And so a lot of Negroes, when we come with supreme wisdom, they under a yoke. They have potentates and they don't tell the truth. And a lot of them won't tell you the truth of the matter. And they try to reduce us from prophets of Allah to Shriners. And we prophets of Allah. I mean, our teachers say that. Noah Drali was a prophet of Allah. He had a mom and a dad. I'm the same fucking thing. I have a tribe of brothers. My muftis, my brothers. We educate, we move solid as a unit. And I'm an educator. We don't want that. I'm anointed and I'm consecrated. We don't want that. That's craziness. That's madness. And we provide for our people. Moors don't have to go to Amazon and buy books. We got our own books. You can go mypdfbooks.com, download them on your tablet, and then send it to Office Max and Staples, and they can print and bind the books. You feel me? MoorsHaberdasher.com, where you can get all your Moorish American regalia and much, much more. You don't got to pay hundreds of dollars for books. And our affairs is the most highly respected headdress in the world, worn mostly in secrecy, like shameless thieves in blue lodges. Some of the members have been pushed so far astray until they are known as paper terrorists before being recognized as a pure new nation. And not one national grand sheikh has ever gone before the United States Congress. Well, yes, they have. They sent it in, but not currently. And we are Moorish by the descendant nature of our forefathers. And there is no one, no organization that is able to change that law. I want to be clear on that, man. I want to be clear on that, because I was going to talk about something totally different, but when Moors jump on my page and I know they see the title of what my teaching is going to be, I know how to throw audibles and I know how to remove people out the crowd. Like I tell people, I'm not going to get into no discussion with nobody I don't even know on my fucking page. Like I tell people, why would you waste your energy? Anybody coming with negative energy, you block them. That's why after my message is over, nobody can leave comments. Why? Because I don't give a shit about nobody leaving no comment. I ain't gonna look at it. So if I ain't gonna look at the comment, I need to cut that shit off. Because all Negroes do is be in your comments saying some of the most stupidest shit in the world. I don't believe in this. I don't believe in this. Well, if you don't believe in it, why the fuck would you take time out your day leaving a whole fucking dissertation? You done left 14 fucking paragraphs. That tell me you crazy as shit. Well, what about this? What about this? And I say, well, you want to ask all this? You should be asking your sheikh that, your teacher that, or your pastor that. But Moors just want you to answer questions. Answer questions. It's like when Moors get in trouble, the first thing they do is go get them a court-appointed attorney or run their mouth. But as I close, Moors, mortgage is dead. Mortgage is dead. If you start researching things, even like I'm gonna start showing y'all film, and just when people get homes, and I'll show you the difference from this color and this color, and you will see how they appraise your house for say 400,000, and then your misnomer white colleague move in there, and boom, mypdfbooks.com is the name of the store. Mypdfbooks.com. That's books with a Z. Damn, I thought I had. Yep, we good. Yep, mypdfbooks.com. That's books with a Z. Mypdfbooks.com. That's books with a Z. And we on Instagram. Check out my Instagram page, man. MoorsHaberdasher.com, our other company, where you can get all your Moorish American regalia and much, much more. Fez is everything. And we are Moorish business, so everything stay in-house. And then I do so much for people. Just like, say if you came to Sunday school, just like the Noble on here. I don't know the Noble. The Noble came to class. He sent a $50 donation, and my Noble sent him this. Or he can download it on his tablet. He go to Office Max and Staples and print it. Here it is, Golden Age of the Moors. And every book I have, I read them all because I love to read. And I teach. I teach kids. I'm alumni from Grand Canyon University. I go on campus every Wednesday and lecture to a whole bunch of students. And then when I'm done lecture, they get books from me. And so this Golden Age of the Moors, you can go on Amazon and see how much this costs. You go on Amazon and see how much this costs. If they have it still, they might not. You go on Amazon and see how much this costs. Like I said, man, I don't deal with spookism. This shit is old. I lectured this on college campus, man. I had professors from everywhere. Just like I know a European professor that teach at Ohio State University in the theology department. He wrote a book called The Aliyhites about Noble Drew Ali. Y'all can research it on Amazon. He gave me a box of the books, but he was just, he was interested in it. And he was like, man, am I all right for speaking on this? I said, absolutely. I said, I'd be happy when people write on our prophet and really share the information, because Europeans been writing on our prophet for years. Even Peter Moon. I said, I'm happy on it. And he was like, well, would you analyze it just to make sure I'm not being biased? And, I was getting ready to go. He teach at another theology school. I have to look at my files because I got the letter. And he teach at another theology school. And I was going to go there for a week or two and just be a guest speaker, because I do that on a college campus through my nonprofit as a lecturer. Like when Muhammad Ali got banned from boxing, he was under the Nation of Islam. And you saw that Muhammad Ali was going to those colleges. He was able to do that because the Nation of Islam is organized as a fraternity in a school, just like anything else. So you can get grants, and the student union have money for lecturers and speakers to come. Most NBCs don't know, but real people know what I'm saying. And that's how I traveled a lot. Like out here in Arizona, I done lectured at so many schools, and I usually try to pick the schools in the hardest hit area. They call it the hardest hit fund. And say if my fee $2,500 to come to the school for an hour and lecture on, health or finances or education or starting your company and doing community service at the same time, say if my fee $2,500, they write the $2,000 up as in-kind service, and the $500 they pay me. And I use that as like accounts receivable per se. So that's what I talk about when Moors say they don't have the money. We have finances to do what we love. Just like bail bondsmen, when Moors get in trouble, all this stuff is set up for you to lose. Leasing cars. Cars depreciate right off the lot. And I say that's why we don't have things, because they say the American dream. The American dream, that's an American nightmare if everything is dead. If everything you got going out. If everything you got going out to keep up with a certain this or to keep up with that, and all your aspirations, all your dreams you have, you want to do, and the person say they don't have enough, they got to work 2 jobs. No, you got to look what you wasted, because your job is enough, especially if you're working together with your spouse. And people don't understand that your job is your springboard. People don't understand that about really, really, really sitting down, going over their finances, seeing what your recurring bills are, seeing how much you blow. Man, I'm a finance major. I have to do that with me and my wife. I tell people this shit. I be straight up transparent. I've been in Arizona since 2012. Soon as me and my wife went into a union, I said, babe, I got to get out of Michigan because my brother was murdered. My cousin was murdered. My best friend was murdered in front of me. But my homeboy I went to school with was murdered by the police in front of me. And then he was murdered by his little brother. His brother killed him. So when me and my empress got into a union, I was like, I got to, I left, And so me and my empress sat down, I looked, I said, I had more money in the closet and in the fucking outside than in my fucking account or in my safe or whatever I want to do, any of my endeavors. And I always I'm always a go-getter. But I said, I'll always complain if people don't do this. I said, you know what? I got to do this for me and just do it. Me and my empress sat down, went over our finances. I said, babe, we're going to save $1,000 a piece each month. She said, let's do it. And I said, let's look at our finances. We sat down, boom. After, when I moved, I got rid of everything. I said, I ain't never leasing no car again. You ain't neither. Once we pay for these cars, that's it. That money we paying for that car and all that extra shit, we saving. I'm smart with things. We have our own company. We wear our own clothing. So now, and that's going out, all that's going out can stack and stack and stack and stack. And when I get older, the land we have, it'll be developed. Like my family have 40 acres in St. John's, Arizona. My tribe, me and my brothers and sisters, we have 10 acres in Mojave, Arizona. So if Moors talk about if something happened, I don't care how much you got shit stacked up in your house. You're not aware. They drop the bomb, you ain't away. We gonna be living in our homestead and not no shabby shit. And this is what I've been saying, we build it. We can have subordinate temples in our area, but this is what this is about. Building. Understanding what we can do with our finances. I told Morris, 10,000 Morris giving $40 a month is 4.8 million. Electric. Man, one of my homegirls that live in Texas, and she can sing real good. I don't want to say their names. In high school, they had their little sister singing group. Well, they were the Jackson sisters. You know, how they said they was, the bomb can sing. But I know a lot of people that know people. And like I said, I was in ministry. The only way out the fire is through the fire. I have a cloth of experience all over, a plethora of experience. Islam, Christianity, metaphysics. You have to do that if you're a student, if you initiate it. But make a long story short, and one of my homegirls was like, you don't diss nothing because you understand the Bible, you teach it. But she was like, you know what? Everything is happening what you saying. I'm like, what? She said, these churches is getting empty now. She said, these pastors up here talking about their clothes and cars and Gucci shit. And I said, that's an old playbook. And I said, so why are we complaining? Because we love the pageantry. And that's why I tell people, if you were Moore and you say you love Moore science and you say it's not a temple in your area, man, you can come to Sunday school every Sunday, come to adapt class every Saturday, work it out with us 5 days a week. I can show you how to set up your business in the right manifestation. I got a noble that does graphic design, all that. Me and my noble, Lamar, we'll show you, we'll help you set up your EIN, show you how to get your Arbor as an organization. Show you what Quick 30 accounts is. Show you the strategy. The strategy, it ain't no scam. You can't pay me no $4,000 and I'm finna guarantee you no $50,000 line of credit. I wouldn't even do that. If I could do that, I wouldn't do that for no $4,000. So that's dumb as hell. All I can do is show you the strategy, how to operate as a business. If you operate as a business, I can show you how part of your room can be operating as a business. I can show you how to do things, and the money that you're spending already, you can be claiming that for your business because you will have an account in your business, and you'll be registered on the Duns and Bradstreet, and you'll have Quick 30 accounts certain places in your business name. So the money that you're spending, like you will spend out your pocket, you will have a business account at whatever financial institution, and you will use that. You will finance your business. So say in a year, you buying pencils and whatever, I call it operation costs. You look up in 6 months to a year, your business line of credit on Duns and Bradstreet gonna be through the roof. And then I show you another strategy. See, I don't teach schemes, I teach strategies. I educate you. Just like people have money, I'm a financial advisor. A lot of stuff I do, my nobles don't even talk about. I mean, they don't know. I'm a financial advisor to a lot of people that play pro. You know, I know 3 guys that do soccer. I said, dude, I have to look over things for people so they can know how to deal with their own money. If you get somebody that, and they talk about they're a financial advisor or they're going to help you watch your money, the thing they should be showing you is how you can do this shit yourself. That's what I am. I'm an educator. You don't need to be paying me to watch your fucking money. All you need to do is pay me if I can show you how to balance your money and show you how to do you. That's what. You don't need me to do you. You need me to educate you to do fucking you. Now you can keep me as an advisor, you know what I mean? And introduce me to other people that's getting scammed and robbed. Because I show people this all day. They be having these, no disrespect again. I don't care if they're a European Jew or a Negro or black. And I said, I'm going to show you how they robbing you. Because you letting them pay all your bills. I don't need nobody to pay my bills or do this and pay my taxes. Well, yep, I'm good on my taxes. But yeah, they ciphering that shit today. Organizations instead of you helping your organization. So if you're making $1 million a year, you in a high tax bracket, you got $100,000 and they paying the taxes here to these nonprofits, but you ain't gonna send them to the Burning Bush Tabernacle Science Temple and School and help your community. So when your whole basketball day's done, you have all this. Look what you done. That's what Europeans do. That's what The Sopranos was all about. That's why everything is done through the church. The church can build up the community. That's why a lot of churches that's operating right, like I know a pastor in Flint, a lot of the houses in the neighborhood that the city owned, he got it. The state gave it to him. Who you think moved in your neighborhood, in the hood you live in, and the Negroes tore all that shit up? Nobody. This pastor in the neighborhood, in Civic Park neighborhood, all the raggedy houses, he got a lot of young people out of prison. They done fixed a lot of that shit up. And I own a lot of property like that in my city, on Patterson and the surrounding areas. When I go back home, I'll be showing it. Like my temple and school own damn near a whole block. In the city of Flint, it's called side streets. So it's a street called Mount Elliott, and then it's a street called Lawndale. So when you go to Patterson, where I used to stay on West Pad, right across the street, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Used to be houses, nothing there. I own all that. The opposite side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. all that. Then at the corner that go the other way, it's like a T. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all mine. The other side is mine. We wait for the houses, the city to tear the rest of the houses down. Because I don't want no raggedy ass houses. I ain't about to do shit with them. I'll just put one structure on them. Like y'all see those modular homes. I'm gonna show y'all one structure and redo our community. Because I'm gonna be going back to my community as I get older and living on my land. At the private religious community with gates, my whole fucking block. I'm telling y'all, I already talked to the city. They like, yes, dude. Just like if you go to a church and the church own a house, which is a parsonage. The parsonage in the community, right? It should be right by the church. But now these Negroes, they so uppity, they don't want to live in the parsonage because it's in the neighborhood. They want the church to buy a big house out somewhere. But see me, I'm an investor and I got my own back and I'm smart too. I'm going back to my community and build my shit on the whole block and build my whole temple and have my own security. My Moors, my muftis of Allah, armed security around my whole block and revitalize my community brick by fucking brick and move people back in our communities. Don't nobody else want them. And that's why I be telling Moors, they squat in all these houses. I said, fuck squatting. They got that little green book. Y'all know this right here. This trash. I call this trash. This trash book. Because it said this information is offered for educational purposes only. Only. Not to be taken as legal advice. These statements might be true or false. I told y'all, Moors will get in trouble. They want to go squat in the house and do all this and can't even pay to keep the lights on and all this shit, but don't want to revitalize their community. When I show Moors how to do shit. That's why I say Moors will never have nothing because we done got tricked with debt. Ooh, you got a mortgage. I don't give a fuck about no mortgage. I never have a mortgage. I never have a car note. Never again in life. When you see me again, it's going to be paid for and be like, yep, this is my land. And I put my structure on it. Boom, we own it. And it's a charter community. It's a religious community, just like anything else, just like the Jewish neighborhoods, all that. One side, we might have our own Morristown with all our businesses on one side and single moms and seniors on one side. Private. And we going out trying to squat in houses while our neighborhood is being tore up and our babies and the next generation is the one tearing them up. I tell you, I go back to my city of Flint, Michigan, just like regular rural communities for sale, how we get the land. And I help not only ourselves, I help so many other people get land. I was introduced to it by my Amish buddy Khalid at GCU. So you think I ain't gonna help other people? And he was like, Sheik, you got a gift. But sometimes your people don't see your gift until you gone. And I said, well, that's on them. And I show people how to do this shit. You know, we supposed to go back in our communities because ain't nobody going back. Don't y'all know it'd be developers buying all up the little raggedy ply in your neighborhood? You can look it up, all the raggedy houses. It'd be big developers buying that shit and just sit on it. Like in my city of Flint, Michigan, it used to be houses and it used to be a General Motors. They tore it down and built like a little youth center or like I forget what they call it, but they have to pay the people. And that's what I'm saying. We don't own nothing. If something happened today, I don't care how many fucking bottle cases of water you got. That shit means nothing. You're going to drink them shits so fast, it's gone. You don't have no big tubs of water. You don't have no land. You got a whole bunch of seeds. What if they say you can't plant nothing in your yard? Because this pub, we got land. I got drums of seeds in my storage. Me and my nobles can go replenish the world. We can live basic. A lot of people can't. Because they gotta have certain things. They gotta have honey buns. Man, I'll be out there growing all my fucking mint, you know, and my eucalyptus leaves. I'll be out that mug like the golden child. Y'all be out there seeing me out there like the golden child. Only thing probably be different is my hair grown. Got all my municipal, got all my smokes growing. Got all my blue lotus growing. You'll see me eating leaves, fruits and vegetables, smoothie, blue lotus. My own Shasta. Psh, what? Water, tea. And I just be grinding, working out with my animals. That's real talk. I don't aspire for notoriety. I don't aspire to be known for the wrong thing. People want notoriety. I don't need to be first. I'm trying to show this for our generation can take it to the next level. So they can at least see this what the generation of these Moors, these righteous Moors did. Not only, we look what the Sheikh did, they got businesses, they teaching kids, they got their establishment. We have a literature with adults. We wear our fez. You can see Moors with fezes on. We do business together and we spread it. Everybody should be spreading this. If the European helping me, why not you? So I love y'all, man. Peace.